Hi, this is Teacher Nicole at Literacy Pittsburgh. How are you? This video is for Citizenship, Civics, 2008. The 2008 test is the 100 questions. Everybody now should study 2008 version of Civics. In this video, we will talk about the Civil Rights Movement. We will talk about Martin Luther King Jr. and we will talk about September 11th. Okay. The Civil Rights Movement and September 11th. We say 9/11. 9/11, we know, September 11th, 2001. Okay, first let's talk about the 1900s. The 1900s is 100 years. The 1900s is from 1900 to 1999. We write 1900 little s. We say 1900s. 1900s. Okay, so when we talk about the 1900s, we're talking about the time from 1900 to 1999. That time. We're talking about the past. Okay. Let's look at this picture. We see many people together. They are holding signs. We demand voting rights now. We march for jobs. We demand an end to police brutality now. So what are they doing? There's many people together. They are in Washington, D.C., in the Capitol. They're holding signs. They're asking for change. They're asking for rights. Okay. See another picture. And this is the same day. Many people together asking for change. Asking for rights. We call this the Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement. Movement. A movement is many people together asking for change, asking for the government to change the law, asking the government for rights. Movement. Okay, movement. Many people together, they're asking for change. The Civil Rights Movement tried to end racial discrimination. Racial discrimination. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement. Good. Now let's talk about what is racial discrimination. Okay. Racial. Race is the color of your skin, the color of your eyes, your hair color, the place you are from. My race is white. Some people are black. Some people are Asian. Some people are Middle Eastern. Some people are Native American or Pacific Islander. There are different races. Discrimination is when you have different laws for different races, different rules for different races. Let's talk about this some more. In the 1900s, in the 1940s and 1950s, some places had rules. Here we see in this picture, it says white men's restroom. White men's restroom. In some places in the United States, they had a different bathroom for white people. If you are black, or you are American Indian, or you are Asian, you cannot go to white bathroom. They have different bathroom for white people, different bathroom for black people. This is racial discrimination. Okay? Racial discrimination. Also, they had different school for white people, different school for black people. White children, black children, they don't go to school together, they go separate. Racial discrimination. And sometimes if you're riding on the bus, white people can sit in front of the bus, black people have to go to the back of the bus. Racial discrimination. The civil rights movement said, this is bad. We want people together. We want same school for black people, same school for white people. We want to go to bathroom any place. It doesn't matter, white or black. We think it's bad. We want to change. We want to end racial discrimination. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. Let's take a look at this picture. This is Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr., he was a leader in the civil rights movement. Let's talk about Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Georgia, the state of Georgia. He was born in 1929. 1929 is in the 1900s. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in the 1900s. He wanted all people to have freedom. He wanted all people to have rights. Martin Luther King Jr., he wanted white people, black people, everyone to have freedom. He wanted everyone to have rights. Martin Luther King Jr. fought for civil rights. Fought. Past for fight. Martin Luther King Jr., he didn't fight with guns, no. He was fighting with his words. He was asking for change. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? He fought for civil rights. He was shot in 1968. He died. Shot with a gun. Somebody killed Martin Luther King Jr. He died in 1968. There is a memorial for Martin Luther King Jr. in Washington, D.C. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is in January. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a national holiday. No school, post office is closed. Sometimes businesses are closed. It is a holiday. We remember Martin Luther King Jr. Freedom of speech. Okay, so when Martin Luther King Jr. fought for civil rights, he was using freedom of speech. He was asking people to change. Freedom of speech is one right in the First Amendment. Freedom of speech is one right in the First Amendment. What is one right or freedom in the First Amendment? Freedom of speech. Okay, so we saw some pictures of the civil rights movement. On August 28th, 1963, many people went to Washington, D.C. This was called the March on Washington. About 250,000 people met in Washington, D.C. They fought for civil rights. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave a famous speech. The Lincoln Memorial is in Washington, D.C. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his speech here. You can listen to Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. His speech is called "I Have a Dream." Under the video, I will put a link for his speech. Okay. Finished talking about civil rights. Now, let's talk about 2001, the year 2001. On September 11th, 2001, terrorists attacked the United States. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001? Terrorists attacked the United States. Let's practice civics questions. We will practice questions 6, 76, 84, 85, and 86. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil rights. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Freedom of speech. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001? Terrorists attacked the United States. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Now let's practice writing. Under the video, you will find a link for Quizlet. You can practice civics questions, reading and writing questions from this video. For writing, if you are my student or a student with teacher Megan at Literacy Pittsburgh, you can write your sentences. You can take a picture and text them to me. Let's practice writing. Freedom of speech is a right. Freedom of speech is a right. Freedom. F-R-E-E-D-O-M. Freedom. Of. O-F. Of. Speech. S-P-E-E-C-H. Speech. Is. I-S. Is. A. Right. R-I-G-H-T. Right. Freedom of speech is a right. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. Lincoln, 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 was, was, President, President, President. During, During, during. The, the. Civil, Civil, civil. War, war. Lincoln was president during the Civil War. People want to be free. People want to be free. People want to be free. People. P-E-O-P-L-E. People. Want. W-A-N-T. Want. To. T-O-2. Be. B-E-B. Free. F-R-E-E. Free. People want to be free. People in the United States have rights. People in the United States have rights. People in the United States have rights. People. P-E-O-P-L-E. People. In. I-N. The. T-H-E. The. United. U-N-I-T-E-D. United. States. S-T-A-T-E-S. States. Have. H-A-V-E. Have. Rights. R-I-G-H-T-S. Rights. People in the United States have rights. Labor Day is in September. Labor Day is in September. Labor Day is in September. labor. L-A-B-O-R, labor. Day. D-A-Y, day. Is. I-S, is. In. I-N, in. September. S-E-P-T-E-M-B-E-R, September. Labor Day is in September. Now let's practice reading. When you take the reading test, you will read a question out loud. You do not answer the question, only say the words out loud. Let's practice. What is one right in the Bill of Rights? What is one right in the Bill of Rights? When is Labor Day? When is Labor Day? What do people want? What do people want? Who has rights? Who has rights? Who was president during the Civil War? Who was president during the Civil War? We are finished with our video today. Thank you for watching. Remember, look under the video for links for Quizlet, for a link for Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. Have a great day.